There are bureaucrats and politicians who have been involved in government for decades and decades. You could look at, say, Biden, involved in public life for 50 years, Chuck Schumer, who's been senator out of New York for 2 decades, and then the bureaucratic class that never leaves DC. They're all kind of in on it together. As long as you're always taking money from the people, putting it into these programs, you keep the wheels greased and everything keeps moving. Here's Chuck Schumer.
If DOGE attacks USAID today, then you can be sure they'll move on to another target tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe it'll be the Postal Service or the IRS or even the Social Security Administration. They could be next. Or maybe our National Security Agency.
Oh no, guys, not the IRS. Oh God, that would be crazy. We had a little fun with that video. Enjoy.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be the Postal Service or the IRS or even the Social Security Administration. They could be next. Or maybe our National Security Agency.
Oh, God. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
I wanted to do the 50-second full orgasm scene, but I was overridden by the team. Every now and again, I let them outvote me there. But like, oh my God, the IRS is going to go out. Oh, you threatening me with a good time? What is wrong with you people? Schumer continued on the Twitter. An unelected shadow government is conducting a hostile takeover of the federal government. DOGE is not a real government agency. DOGE has no authority to make spending decisions. DOGE has no authority to shut programs down or to ignore federal law. DOGE's conduct cannot be allowed to stand. Congress must act to restore the rule of law. Connor, leave that up for a moment, because do you guys understand what's going on here? The people who have done everything on the DL, I don't know, like maybe cooing a president and installing a lady that nobody voted for in a primary process and everything else. The people who have funded all of this money to go all over the world to do completely ridiculous things, like transsexual comic books in Peru, no offense. Those are the people that suddenly, as we're just opening up the books, all they're doing at DOGE right now, they're sending the DOGE people in, they're going into the USAID offices. All right, you can come back to me. They're going to the USAID offices and they're just looking around. They're like, so who did spend all this money on what now? And can we see some receipts on some of this stuff? And who directed you to this? And everyone is freaking out, because do you know where it will all be pointed back to? Not that the Republicans are so great, they're getting better, but most of it's going to be pointed back to the Democrat Party, because they have pushed all of this drivelous lunacy and endless spending. Here is Elon Musk, who apparently Chuck Schumer doesn't like very much. Hysterical reactions like this is how you know that DOGE is doing the work that really matters. This is the one shot that the American people have to defeat bureaucracy, rule of the bureaucrats, and restore democracy, rule of the people. We're never going to get another chance like this. It's now or never. Your support is crucial to the success of the revolution of the people. And that is it, guys. This is the chance. All of the stuff that we've all have thought is so wrong. It's all just felt wrong. And the nonsense we've been pushed, all the woke nonsense that's been pushed on us, but the endless spending, how none of it has made sense for so long. And we're always swimming upstream, right? Like there's this endless deluge of nonsense and we're always swimming upstream trying to make sense of it. Right now, it's being drained out of the system. All they're doing, there's nothing illegal that they're doing. They're trying to figure out who's in charge. How is it that we do this? How is it? This is not directly related to USAID, but as Rand Paul pointed out, we give billions of dollars to the Ukraine and then we don't know where the money goes or who gets the money, and we don't ask for receipts. Like, enough is enough. Now that Fauci's been pardoned, RFK is set to expose what many of us have already suspected about the pandemic. Sadly, this won't help the tens of millions who have never felt the same since getting the virus or the mRNA shots. We all know someone with a personal story. Pfizer has now been forced to release a list of all side effects linked to its COVID-19 shots, and the results are alarming. Conditions like myocarditis and blood clots are surfacing suddenly, leaving people with debilitating health issues. One of the most common but overlooked conditions is long COVID syndrome, causing brain fog, chronic fatigue, and shortness of breath that lingers for months, even years. That's where the Wellness Company comes in with their new long COVID syndrome support. The bundle includes 4 doctor-formulated nutraceuticals, each packed with 5 to 8 powerful plants and minerals designed to target the root cause of post-viral symptoms. Right now, you can save $40 on the bundle, plus an additional $34 off and free shipping. Just go to twc.health/Rubin and use code Rubin to claim your discount. Take action today for a healthier tomorrow.